Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to just do a quick informational video to everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. I appreciate you guys taking the time to check out my information. I'm just fixing my lighting so I'm not too bright. But I wanted to give you information on why your credit dispute letters are not working, okay? I usually don't ask people to share, but if you can, share this information, because if you have friends and family, they are running into the same issues as yourself. And a lot of people will contact me, they inbox me, and I apologize. I've been getting back to a lot of people, and it's been years. But what happened was I had so much, spam that came through. They just sent it straight to my spam because I was getting a lot of people contacting me about a video that I made going viral on boosting your credit. So I apologize about that. I have a group, and I'm going to give you that information if you like to come in the group, and you'll get the videos and you can contact me straight there. But let's jump into the subject, and that is why your dispute letters are not working. So the main reason why your dispute letters are not working is because you are sending them directly to the credit bureaus. I know that is mind-blowing because, like I always tell you guys, I'm not credit repair. So what happens when you try to dispute items that's reporting on your credit report, going to the three major credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, that is the extreme long way around. And here is why. The credit bureaus are not interested in removing negative information from your credit report. Statistically, they say in America, 79% of credit profiles have inaccurate information. And the reason why, the word credit bureaus will make you believe that it is a government agency. They are not. They are actually a for-profit, just companies that collect information and sell information to banks, to lenders. Like I always tell you guys, banks primarily make their money off of interest. Monthly fees, annual fees, they do not make the bulk of their money for their business. They make it off of interest. So when you have troubled credit, they can charge you a higher interest rate. Banks and lenders go directly to the three major credit bureaus, and what they buy is particular profiles. And I made a video just recently talking about why you should really focus on your credit profile, which is really your credit report more than your credit score. The thing is, they're looking for certain profiles so they can make money. The bureaus sell that information to the bank. They have your information, and when the bank have a product for a certain interest rate and they're looking for a certain type of customer, they buy that list from the three major credit bureaus. That's how they make their information. So if you are looking for an apartment, your landlord purchase your information from the bureaus. So the three major credit bureaus, by doing this, makes millions of dollars a year. So they are not interested in removing negative items from your credit report, because the more problematic your credit is, the more they can sell that list for. because banks pay more for troubled credit list because they can charge you more interest. And that's just the problem in itself. So when you're trying to go through the bureaus, they have already set up systems. They really don't care how deep your letters are, how much you know the law, because the risk worth reward for them, they're making millions of dollars. They rather take the risk because it's very rare that anyone basically goes that far to sue them. So, if you're not aware, in the Fair Credit Act, which is the law that governs credit reporting, it is not really legal for credit repair companies to dispute items for your stead. Now, you have a right to do it personally, but they don't have a right to do it for you. So, because the credit bureaus knows that people are hiring credit repair companies, they try to weed out letters coming from a credit repair company. So any template letter, they have a computer system called EOSCAR, reads and try to kick those letters out. So that's why you hear them will tell you handwrite the letter, make it unique, because EOSCAR get that letter and they turn it into a 3-digit code response for that letter, no matter how fancy, smancy you make the letter. Now, if it reads certain things on the letter, it'll pass it over to a human being. Now, the human beings or people that's actually reading this information are offshores. They don't hire people in the United States primarily to look at this information. Sometimes you can get it to a human in the United States, but primarily what they do is send that letter that computerized is being reviewed, someone who's not in the United States. They have a short period of time, less than a minute, to review that letter, and the way they verify that information is they type a code, get a response from LexisNexis, which is a data service provider to the three major credit bureaus that has a lot of detail, way more than the credit bureaus on file on your information, and they verify it through them as being true, and boom, you're denied. So that is the system. That's why majority of the times your letters are not working, okay? So I have letters that I use, and the way my letters work, my whole strategy, I have posted just my results from removing inquiries, removing collections, getting money from these companies, paying me for my damages, and it's all because I deal directly with them. They can remove that negative item from your credit report within 30 days. Just how EOSCAR works with the credit bureaus, it works with the reporters. Your collection agencies or whoever is reporting that trade every month, they can just simply go into the system and let the bureaus know that they deleted the item, and within 30 days your credit report will update that that item is deleted. The problem that you guys are facing, a lot of people are telling me I'm overwhelmed, and this is why I'm bringing you the good news. I try to give you information to empower you. I don't want you to feel helpless, because you're not helpless. It's just you've been giving the wrong information. basically. You've been pointed in the wrong direction, and it will cause frustration because when they reject your letters, it's like, well, what am I to do? You're mailing back and forth and you're getting nowhere. You're hiring credit repair companies, paying them, and getting not a lot of items taken off. And even if they do take it off, if they're claiming fraud, some people are in a worse situation than when they started because everything is wiped off, saying credit sweeps, and they will destroy your credit profile. And so they'll tell you the bill, oh, now bill, but how do I do that? So what you have to understand, you need to contact the company that is reporting every month that negative information. I even gave on my website, I offer you a free inquiry deletion letter, and you can start there. I even have in my packet detailed steps on how to send the letter out and what's the steps. The key is to take this letter, send it certified mail directly to the company that is reporting the negative information. Because every time you do that, you will actually be in contact with the real person. So that's the key. The problem is you guys are not being able to get your letters to a real person. And even if you do get your letters to the real person, they are not interested in actually taking the information off. So that is your problem. It is very rare and in between that I will personally dispute items through the credit bureaus. There's a stage when I will do that, but I don't primarily go through the bureaus. That's why I posted my letters. You see the dates is recently because you go directly to the company that is reporting the negative information, and you use those letters. You send them certified. Now they're going to try to send you sometimes responses, and then you have to be mindful. If you have different, let's say in collections that's under $1,000, you know, I have a default method on how you can take care of those. If it's above, you know, I have a method where you can take care of those, or you can use the methods interchangeably. And I try to post a lot of videos giving you strategies, and I have went into strategies on how I do that. But your problem why your dispute letters are not working, majority of people are just sending it to the wrong place. They're sending it to the 3 major credit bureaus. And that's what your problem is. So hopefully you guys, if you can just grasp that concept, try it again. Just focus on making progress. Don't be in anxiety. Don't get overwhelmed. You know, a lot of people are just overwhelmed, full of anxiety. They just really don't, you know, they're almost like paralyzed. They don't know what to do. So I understand, because I have been in that situation myself. But what you just simply do is take one item at a time. Just for 2020, focus on making progress. Your credit didn't get that way overnight. So just put in your mind, for the next 4 months, I'm going to go hard on working on my credit. And you're going to see amazing results, especially if you're following my information and if you're actually applying, because you can get all the information you want in this world, but if you are not applying the information, I'm sorry, it will not work for you, okay? So you have to apply the information. So please, I'm going to give you more tips. Join my group if you can. We call it a community because we're updating one another on our progress. Everybody is giving information on what's working. Try not to. I know you want to fight the urge. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I did it myself. You know what I'm saying? I did it myself to try to dispute on that online system. I did that. Don't do that mess, because I disputed something through TransUnion. Not TransUnion. It was, Experian. It was Experian. And I just said collections. Because like I tell you guys, collections are basically fraud, yo. They're fraudulent. The whole system is basically fraudulent. I don't owe them a debt. I never got any information, from them how I owe them a debt. So I marked it like, oh, this is a fraudulent account. I don't owe them nothing. Experian so kindly put a fraud alert on my credit report. I'm like, are you serious? And they did not take it off. Did not remove it. And just kindly, well, you get this fraud alert. Thank you for letting us know that. And we're not deleting anything. So when you dispute online, it do take away certain rights for you too. You really need to send all your disputes by mail so you can keep track. I got the collection off anyway. I don't know why I even did that. It just seems so convenient. You know what I mean? But don't fall to that urge, of doing that. And now I got to deal with this stupid fraud alert that they put on my credit report, but they will not remove the item. I just recently today got a letter. I was like, okay, since they want to put a fraud alert, and y'all, I had a situation where I had a tenant that opened my mail, and when they were evicted, I found all my mail, my personal information, and I just happened to call the cops to report it anyway, because I wanted them to report that. So I'm like, okay, since y'all want to put a fraud alert, if you don't know, if you are a victim of identity fraud, okay, if you are a victim, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it was a amendment by the name of FACTA in 2003 that was instated that if you have identity fraud, you can produce a just proof, which is a police report, that you have fraudulent activity. The credit bureaus, when they get notification of that, they're supposed to remove that negative item within 4 days. Within 4 days of receipt, okay? And so I sent them I said, well, since y'all doing that, I really did have some activity. Send them my police report. I sent them 2 pieces of identification, and the joint was still on my thing. I'm looking online when they go and block this. They waited 30 days to kindly send me a letter. Oh, we need more information to investigate. They playing out here, y'all. They doing whatever they can to bypass the rules. Now, I was just really trying it. I'm like, since y'all want to do that, if we want to go by the rules, here's my police report. Somebody read it, because they just said, well, okay, you're going to have to produce more information. Just a mess. So don't be bothering with them. Even if you have an account that's fraudulent, is identity theft, just contact the creditor that started the account, because they're abide by the same rules as the bureau. The bureau is just a long way around. So if you got a police report, you just send it to them. I was just really trying it for data to see if they're gonna remove it. They don't. They're trying not to remove anything. They just so full of garbage. So I understand how y'all are frustrated, because that totally pissed me off. I'm like, what? Now, come on now. Y'all know y'all supposed to follow these rules, but they don't care. That's just what it is. They're not trying to take anything off. So your best avenue is always to contact the person reporting it. As I say, if a rumor is started, you don't address the person that's telling the rumor. You go to the source. So just handle it at the source. So if y'all are interested in my information, if this information is helpful, you think for your friends and family, please share this video if you don't share any other video. I'm going to put the links in the top of my my lives, you can join. Feel free to join my group. We're a community, so I want everybody to participate who's in the community. So it's a quick guide on how to boost your credit, and so feel free to come and join. We just discuss, and people post questions, and we all answer the questions. But I'm definitely going to chime in on your questions and try to help you resolve your issues. Also, you can follow my YouTube channel. I usually put prior content and some new content there also. So if you're looking for if you already have questions, and I might have addressed it prior to this, go to my YouTube channel and you can just simply put in the search engine Sherry, that's SHERRY. Last name is Beckley, BECKLEY. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I also have books. I have my first book, A Quick Guide on How to Boost Your Credit using merchandise cards. A quick guide on how to boost your credit and stop collections. A quick guide on how to get student loan relief and improve your credit score. And my my last one, a quick guide on how to boost your credit in 30 days or less. I offer that on Amazon, paper. You can get paperback books or you can get an ebook, and I'll have that information in the link also. If you're interested in letters and packages, I have those on my website. Feel free. Just start, you guys. Even if you can't start anywhere, just take my free inquiry letter, send it off certified mail. Start there. If you want to, like I said, just start with something, start there. Start with your inquiries, okay? You should not have more than 3 a year, okay, you guys, because you can just be denied for credit because you just have too many inquiries. So go to the website. I'll put it in a link. It's a quick guide on how to boost your credit.com. So you go there, get your free download. If you want to look at the other packages that I offer, you can just download the packages and boom, you could just start from there. So I hope this information is helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you do not get in contact with me, just know that I'm not ignoring you, because people that do talk to me know I tend to go in, and I really shouldn't. I gotta digress, but I'll have a whole conversation. So just make sure if I'm not getting back to you, join the group, and if you post a question there, it's guaranteed I'm going to see your post. I'm going to address it. I have my daughter as a moderator, and she'll even text me during the day, hey, Ma, somebody just asked about this. I'll respond for you, and you're going to get a response from me. So I hope this information is helpful to you guys. I appreciate everybody all through the years, your support. I really do appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless.